Welcome. Today in this session, we are posing to ourselves as that when we say sun, human body, and earth all are open books of Vedic mathematics, then what is that common base? What are those common features? What is that which makes all three of them to be the books of the same discipline? What are the common values? How we can reach at those common values? Sadhakas are naturally fulfilled with intensity efforts to know as to how they can glimpse that foundationally sun, human body are of same format. For it, we have to visit the text of Vedic mathematics. The text of Vedic mathematics is the text of 16 sutras and 13 upsutras. This text, as it is, begins with the sixth vowel and completes itself with Visarjaniya. First vowel is the sixth vowel, and as such, it carries along with it value six space content, six space body, and six space form. Vowel A is of TC value 6. Visarjaniya is of TC value 13. There are precisely 30 versions per cube 6. There are precisely 13 geometries of 6. 13 versions of hypercube 6 or the representative regular bodies of 13 geometries of 6. Formulation Surya is of TC value 13. The transcendental code value, the transcendence through the sixth vowel is of value 6. Earth is at sixth placement from the sun. Sun has a first place, space of second place, air of third place, fire of fourth place, water of fifth place, earth is of sixth place. From earth, sun is at the sixth place, and from sun, earth is of sixth place. Human body is manifesting along the format of Shad Chakras, 6 eternal circuits. Therefore, the first feature which brings us face to face with common foundation for sun, earth, and human body is value 6. 6 is the transcendence value for the sun. Sixth placement is of the earth from the sun. Human body is of Shad Chakras format. Value 6 is unique as much as that is the first perfect number. Further, in addition to being the first perfect number, it is a unique perfect number as much as that the sum and product of upper divisors of 6, 1, 2, and 3 comes to be 6. 6 is the only perfect number which is having sum as well as the product upper divisors being equal to the value of the perfect number. It is in this background that we shall visit the text of Ganita Sutra. There are 16 Ganita Sutras. 6 as domain will split as 4, 4, 2, making total value 16. Therefore, the setup of Ganita Sutras, the 16 sutras, is inherently in the value 6 as 6 domain, with 4 space in the role of a dimension and 2 space in the role of dimension of dimension. A, the sixth letter, being the first letter, as such, it is preserving the structural key of Ganita Sutra 1 as well as of all 16 Ganita Sutras. Value 6 as TCV value of the first letter A, as such, is not only the structural key of Ganita Sutra 1, but also the same is the bunch of keys of all the 16 sutras, with the inherent potentialities to further unlock all 13 Ganita Sutras. One may have a pause here and glimpse the values range 1 to 16 as that this range of values 1 to 16 gives rise to 1 to 29 factors. Value 29 with organization 16 plus 13 goes parallel with the organization of the text of Vedic mathematics as 16 sutras, 13 sutras. Now, to glimpse and imbibe the value 6 as the structural key of Ganita Sutra 1 and also as the structural key of bunch of structural keys for the entire range of the text in Ganita Sutras, we shall have a glimpse at 6 space being of a dimensional frame of 6 creative dimensions, and each creative dimension itself being of a spatial order. It is this feature, the dimensional frame of 6 space with 6 number of creative dimensions of spatial order, leading to value 48. Therefore, the bunch of structural keys are having its lock to be unlocked in terms of structural key as value 6. To have appreciation of this feature, let us be through the 10 folds of TCV value of letter A. Letter A is a complete word, so it leads to value 1 for the first fold. Letter A is the sole syllable. It again attracts value 1 for second fold. And letter A is going to be the sole letter for this word formulation. So again, for the third fold as well, it attracts value 1. The TCV value of A is 6. So the fourth fold is leading to value 6. Let us pause here. First four folds of A are 1, 1, 1, and 6. Total value up till these four folds comes to be 9. Let us proceed further. Let us reach at the fifth fold. It is the transcendence through the dimensions of the space. 6 space is having value 6 cross 4 plus 2, 48. So for the fifth fold, value comes to be 48. At sixth fold, there is a phenomenon of upward transcendence. It is attained as the vowel A is pronounced as Akara of TC value 26. As such, the fifth fold leads to value 26. Step ahead, the value 6 with its formulation shut is leading to TC value 10. Therefore, the sixth fold leads to value 10. A step ahead, 6 as hypercube 6 is a fourfold manifestation layer 4, 5, 6, 7 of summation value 22. As such, the eighth fold leads to value 22. Step ahead, the transcendence range. The transcendence range value here comes to 6 plus 2 multiplied by 5 equal to 40. And synthesis of pair of transcendence ranges of this order comes to be 6. Let us have a pause. Let us visit the sequential summation value, and the same up till first fold is 1, up till second fold is 2, till third fold is 3, fourth fold is 9, fifth fold is 57, up till sixth fold is 73, up till seventh fold is 83, eighth fold is 105, ninth fold is 155, and up till 10th fold is 241. Let us have a pause. Let us revisit, let us sequentially revisit this reach of total values up till these 10 folds of TC value of word of single letter A. This reach is at value 241. Now, this reach of 6 space within 6-dimensional frame of dimensional frame value 48 makes the total setup being of value 241 plus 48 is equal to 289. Now see, the value 289 is accepting an organization 6 plus 283. See, The total letters of the text of Ganita Sutras is a composition of 283 letters. The first letter is up to value 6. The structural key of the first sutra is the first letter of value 6. Now, 6 plus 283 as such makes a format for 6 as the structural key of Ganita Sutra 1 as well as 6 as the key of entire structural keys bunch of all 16 sutras. One shall have a pause and one shall have a glimpse of the expression for the word formulation of single letter A as of value 241, which together with the value of six-dimensional frame 48, this reach at value 289 is 6 plus 283, and it is this value which brings us face to face with the reach of value 6 as a structural key of Ganita Sutra 1 as well as being the structural key of the entire bunch of structural keys of all the 16 Ganita Sutras. Now, 6 value of the first letter of the text of Ganita Sutras is 6, and first letter is a vowel, it's swara. Let us have a pause. Let us visit 10 folds expression for the formulation swara. On the computer screen, the left side is tabulation of 10 folds of TCV of formulations swara. These 10 folds of TCV of swara are tabulated in column 3. These values are 1 for the first fold, 2 for the second fold, 5 for the third fold, 15 for the fourth fold, 39 for the fifth fold, 107 for sixth fold, 46 for seventh fold, 50 for eighth fold, 125 for ninth fold, 265 for the tenth fold. The total value of all these 10 folds comes to be 555. One may have a pause here and take note. Value 555 parallel with the total number of shlokas of Brahma Sutra. One shall sit comfortably and glimpse and imbibe these values emergence as 10 folds of formulation swara. Step ahead. Let us now be face to face with 10 folds values for TCV value of formulation Dehe body. The 10 folds of formulation Dehe sequentially come to be as are tabulated in third column in the table on the right side of the computer screen. And these values are 1, 2, 4, 22, 288, 102, 45, 80, 150, and 322. The summation value of all these 10 folds of formulation the human body comes to be 1016. Let us have a pause. Value 1016 accepts an organization 1000 plus 16. Value 1000 Shahestra is of TC value 23, which is parallel with the TC value of a Janam, birth. And value 16 is parallel with the TC value of G. As such, the formulation Dehe, human body, is bringing us face to face with the existence phenomenon within human body from its birth till its complete age is going to be the phenomenon of a jeev. One may further have a pause here and take note that 16 is the value of the dimensional frame of creator space. Still further, value 16 is parallel to value 16 of the domain split for 6-space domain. One may have a pause and permit the transcending mind to be parallel with these features of formulation Dehe, formulation Swara, and formulation A, a single letter, first vowel of the text, Ganita Sutras. Step ahead. Now, if we glimpse the internal 10 folds sequential values of formulation Dehi, soul, Atma, these come to be 1, 2, 4, 23, 288, 103, 84, 155, and 333. Mission value comes to be 946. See, the difference value for the formulation Dehe and Dehi comes to be 70. See, the value 70 is the summation value of the transcendence range 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. 14 is the TC value of a Sharir. And further, value 70 is parallel with the Visfort explosion at the origin seat of the creator's space. And this range is of value 1, 2, 5, 12, 29, and 70. Let us sit comfortably. Let us be face to face with these 10 internal folds, sequential values, ranges for Dehi, Dehe, Swar, and A, and be blissful to imbibe these values. These values will help us appreciate as to how the existence phenomenon of the sun, of the earth, and of human body is accepting the parallel formats to have further bliss and to have further appreciation and to have appropriate appreciation and to have appropriate enlightenment about this phenomenon, let us visit the formulation Hirde, heart, seat of the fourth eternal circuit of human body, seat of Creator, the Supreme Brahma. Formulation Hirde is sequentially unfolding its 10 inner folds as 1, 2, 5, 21, 21, 121, 55, 74, 155, and 31 of the summation value 786 sacred number. Scriptures will preserve that Lord Brahma, Creator the Supreme, meditates within the cavity of his own heart and with the grace of the Transcendental Lord gets multiplied tenfold as 10 Brahmas in Shivlok, transcendental space. One may have a pause here and take note that this transcendental phenomenon within a cavity of heart is manifesting as 10 folds of DC values of the word formulations. In this background, phase and stage arises when one can have a revisit, further revisit to the formulation Anant. Anant as a simple rendering as infinitely infinite, endless, or infinite number of infinities. This formulation has its 10 inner folds of values 1, 3, 6, 3, 143, 58, 80, 175, and 373. Value 925, which is 75 less than 1000. And value 75 is parallel with the TC value of first Ganita Sutra, Ekadhiken Purve. One can have a pause here, take note that Ganita Sutra 1 of its TC value 75 as such is reservoir of structural keys of entire range. The whole range of structural keys of Ganita Sutras are preserved here in the text of Ganita Sutra 1 itself. There are 16 letters. Text of Ganita Sutra 1 is availing 16 letters. There are 16 sutras. These 16 letters in the text of Ganita Sutra 1 are sequential structural keys of Ganita Sutras 1 to 16. One shall sit comfortably and be face to face with this organization features. Let us visit a cube as a synthetic setup of 8 subcubes. Value 1 is 1 raised to power 3. Value 8 is 2 raised to power 3. Further, the formulation A is of TC value 8. 3 space splits into 8 octets. Cube splits into 8 subcubes. Now, if we have 8 cubes and there is a synthesis of these 8 cubes as a single synthesized cube, or in a reverse orientation, if there is a split of a cube into 8 subcubes, then the first 4 subcubes as upper layer and another 4 subcubes as lower layer of this synthetic setup will lead to 75 structural components for the upper layer and 50 structural components for the lower layer. We have seen that value 75 is the TC value of Ganita Sutra 1, and it is the reservoir of structural keys of all the Ganita Sutras. The lower layer of 4 subcubes leads to 50 structural components. Value 50 with its organization 42 plus 8 brings us face to face with Ganita Upsutra 1 Anurupen being a text of value 42 and 8, as we have seen, is the TC value of formulation 8. Let us have a pause. This organization of the synthetic setup of a cube as 8 subcubes with its organization as upper layer of 4 subcubes and lower layer of subcubes, with upper layer as a structural value 75, which with 925 of formulation Anant, and value 50 as 42 plus 8 with value 42 as a TC value of first Ganita Sutra, 8 as a formulation 8 is the organization feature which will help us appreciate that Ekadhiken Purve, one step ahead of Purva East, means a step which will take us to pole star, 7 space. The formulation Sapt with TC value 14 will bring us face to face with the organization of Ganita Sutra 1 with the working rule 1 more than 4 and Ganita Sutra 14 with the organization rule 1 less than before. All these features, as these are, deserve to be comprehended well, and with imbibing of the same, one will be acquiring the appropriate enlightenment about this Vedic mathematical text. This Vedic mathematical text with its structural keys, as these are, unfold Vedic mathematical domain which unifies earth, sun, and human body as open books of mathematics, open books of Vedic mathematics of Ganita Sutras. Sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with Vedic systems shall sit comfortably and permit the transcending mind to unlock mathematical domains of Ganita Sutras with the help of the structural keys and be face to face with the values of Vedic mathematics, open books. Thank you very much.